Story that we're tracking at the moment, the Himachal Pradesh Assembly has passed a bill forbidding mass conversion and enhancing the maximum punishment to 10 years imprisonment in a 2019 law against any change of religion through force or allurement. The Himachal Pradesh Freedom of Religion Amendment Bill 2022 was passed unanimously with a voice vote. The bill inserts the reference to mass conversion, which is described as two or more people converting at the same time in the 2019 Act, and proposes to increase the punishment for forced conversions to a maximum of 10 years from 7 years. This is the latest that is coming in as far as the story with regards to the Himachal Pradesh bill is concerned. Let's listen in to some reactions.
आप देखिए हमारे जो पिछड़े हुए इलाके हैं, कुछ ऐसे धर्म के लोग जो है वो धर्म के प्रति हमारा सम्मान है, फोकस हो करके गरीब लोगों को, हमारे जो दलित, जो हमारा अनुसूचित जाति के वर्ग लोगों, उनको फोकस करके, प्रलोभन दे करके, उनको गुमराह करके, उनको गलत तरीके से जो है झांसे में ला करके धर्म परिवर्तन की प्रक्रिया को इतनी तेजी से बढ़ा रहे। 2006 में वीरभद्र सिंह जी ने अमेंडमेंट लाई थी, ये बिल लाए थे पहली बार, और 2006 के बाद जो है 2019 में हमने फिर बिल लाए, हमने और ज्यादा थोड़ा सख्ती की थी। और आज मैं महसूस कर रहा हूं, आज मैं इसलिए महसूस कर रहा हूं कि आज की तारीख में इसमें और ज्यादा सख्ती करने की आवश्यकता है। अगर धर्म में परिवर्तन करके कोई आदमी अगर जा रहा है तो जिस धर्म में जाना उसमें हमें, लेकिन उसको बेनिफिट देने की बात पर हमको सोचना चाहिए कि उसको वो बेनिफिट मिलना है कि नहीं मिलना है।
Ghazali is now joining us with more details on this. Ghazali, help us understand what has prompted this move at this juncture, and what have the opposition parties been saying about this?
The Himachal Pradesh Freedom of Religion Amendment Bill is a more stringent version of the Act which was passed in 2019. Though the Act passed in 2019 came into force just a little over a year and a half ago. And the 2019 version itself had replaced the 2006 law, which prescribed lesser punishments. Now, in this particular amendment bill, which has been passed by voice vote in the Assembly, the government has proposed that the punishment for forced conversion has to be increased from 7 years in prison to a maximum of 10 years. The Act also prohibits conversion by misrepresentation, force, anti-influence, coercion, etc., or for marriage or any other fraudulent means. This and almost all other provisions remain unchanged in the proposed amendment in the law, but the Himachal Pradesh government required this law to be implemented as per the Chief Minister. The reason was that there were many reports of conversions which were being reported from the state as per the Chief Minister, and he categorically stayed on the floor of the House that this was also weakening one religion or the other, because people were being asked to convert due to allurement, were being paid for changing their religion. So to stop that practice, as well as stop the practices of fraudulence, because people were concealing their identity ahead of marriages or similar practices, that is why this law has been brought. But ahead of polls, government going for this law certainly raises questions that government may be trying to get some leverage in the political campaign, as BJP as a party has always been advocating for such laws. And Himachal Pradesh was one of the first states to bring such law, though ironically this law was brought in the Congress government earlier in 2006 when Veerbhadra Singh was the Chief Minister.
All right, Ghazali, many thanks for putting this entire issue into perspective for us. And as Ghazali is mentioning, in the run-up to the assembly elections in Himachal Pradesh, certainly an important issue there to watch out for, this anti-conversion bill with more stringent measures that has now been passed.